Hello, hi, welcome, and thank you for being here today. I hope you're having a beautiful day or night. We're gonna dive on in and get a quick reading and a little clarity that would be helpful. This reading is timeless. Whenever it finds you, it's the right time. See what resonates, leave what doesn't. Use your discernment and try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition. So your decisions are sound and based in love and for the highest and greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. Let's begin. We're going to start with the mystery deck. Let's see what God's source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels and energies of love have for the highest and greatest good of all. What are some opening messages that would be helpful? Oh, hey, I like that as an opening message. You're going to have a fun day coming up. You're planning a fun day. An optimistic approach to a specific event or something you have scheduled on the calendar. This could also be something that kind of comes spontaneous and out of nowhere. Maybe some of you do need to plan a fun day. Plan a spontaneous fun day. Do expect a fun day to come on in. If you feel stuck, it's time to have a little fun. Maybe if you know that somebody else is feeling a little stuck, maybe you can be the one to plan a fun day together. Sometimes just a fun day is all you need to get unstuck. So, you know, if everything is just the same all the time, maybe somebody needs a little spicy energy in their day. Maybe one spicy day changes everything. Ooh, that's really nice. I mean, you have a fun day and you have money flowing to you. This is where it just kind of comes out of nowhere. I do feel like a lot of you are going to have an opportunity, whether that's to, I hear run something, maybe a raise, an increase in your customers or your clients. Money flowing to you. I mean, if you're in this energy of fun and not stuck, that would be in the right flow for the right vibrations to just kind of come to you. So maybe it's about changing your vibration, also your mindset. Recharge. I like that. I feel like the fun day is all you need to recharge, reboot. You know, if you were stuck because you were running on empty or burning the candle at both ends, even if you're working on the, you know, I just heard the ducats. Working on getting the ducats and the, you know, the stability down, there still has to be some balance. Because it does something. Even if you go back to work and you just had this fun day, all of a sudden, you know, you're talking to your coworkers different. You got a little pep in your step because you're not just going through the same old all the time. You have something kind of exciting you're looking forward to or that you want to talk about. Oh, maybe you're having a fun day with somebody who's a friend and a lover. That's a pretty special person to have a fun day with. That would also be something that would recharge you up. It would also be something where just being in that beautiful flow of having that such beautiful, vibrant, well-rounded partnership with somebody else would probably flow a lot more than just money to you. It would be opportunities. Maybe some of you are going to, if you're like, who's that? Maybe you're going to meet somebody when you start to change your vibration, do something different, and, you know, have a little fun. You're going to turn somebody's head. They're gonna turn yours, like, oh, who is that? I do feel like it's kind of an instant chemistry that you have with someone here. And maybe for some of you, you do have an opportunity that's right there. You just had to look in a different direction. That's kind of giving me a little bit of Four of Cups vibes, which is kind of this too. It's kind of like, wah, wah. Not really paying attention too much, not really in the page you're on, but there's usually an opportunity right there if you just look in a different direction. What is another message? Ooh, somebody wants to talk to you. I mean, I hope that's your friend and lover. Maybe that's somebody who wants to also talk to you about having a fun day. Maybe that's also someone that wants to talk to you because you turned their head in the right direction. Maybe that's also somebody that wants to talk to you because they don't want to feel stuck anymore. Maybe this is somebody that wants to talk to you because being around you is like a little ball of sunshine and they feel recharged every single time they get to spend with you. Maybe this is somebody who wants to talk to you because they have an offer that I just heard you don't want to refuse. Should we get one more? Yeah. None of the pink ones came out. Let's take time to decide. Time to decide maybe where you feel recharged and where you feel like you are stuck. Maybe time to decide to take a step in a different direction. And maybe that one step in a different direction makes everything in your life flow differently. Maybe that one step in a different direction takes you to somebody very special. Or even talking to the right person that wants you to decide on an offer that's going to bring abundance in your life. So let's keep those. And I feel like maybe one more. Maybe one more. I feel like one more. Yeah, well, if you have to decide, it does look like you have communication coming in. I mean, that's ×2 now. Somebody wants to talk to you. Maybe it starts with a letter, a text, an email, a call, a package, or an invite. There's definitely communication coming in. And I feel like it's in multiple areas of your life. I don't know why I see some of you getting something in the mail. I want to say almost like a toy. Like a toy, and that has something to do with a fun day. It could even be like getting a concert ticket, except I think you just do that on your phone now. Maybe some of you are actually getting an invitation to something, like an official invitation that actually comes in snail mail. That could be a wedding, a party, a baby shower, a graduation, anything kind of like that, like celebratory. So let's do this. Let's get you a message from the universe. And then maybe go to the tarot. Yeah. What is a message from the universe that would be helpful right now? Please and thank you. Love yourself more by saying no to things that's cool. I love that just came through. By saying no to things that feel draining and burdening for you. Saying no when you want to say no instead of saying yes, okay, and trying to please other people. It's a real act of self-love. It's definitely a healthier thing if you want to say no, to just say no, than to be somewhere and only be half in, not really be vibing with the place, or be around people that don't recharge you up. They pull your plug or drain your battery, Say yes to the people you have fun with, or the person you have fun with. Or say yes to yourself and do something fun on your own. Also, I'm just getting this. Like, if somebody wants to talk to you, I'm getting totally different vibes all of a sudden with that card. Like, we need to talk. Like, that's like, oh no. I'm kind of getting like walking on eggshells. Like, oh no, what now? That could be a weird somebody that wants to talk to you. So maybe it's speaking up and actually just saying your truth, rather than making somebody that's maybe a little weird in their energy, or their vibes are always draining you or stressing you out happy. Are they ever really happy? Maybe it's spending less time with those people or that person, and more around the ones where when you hang up the phone, you actually have a smile on your face. After you leave their energy, you want to immediately plan another fun day again. Maybe a conversation is all you need to unstick yourself. So let's go to the tarot. Do I have yeah, I do. I see the vintage one in my mind. So let's go with the good old Rider-Waite vintage tarot. I do love these cards. These are beautiful. These are a gift. Thank you so much for these cards if you're watching. I know they're just kind of traditional, but I kind of look how they look old, like an old treasure map. So let's see. Let's just see what comes through and what would be helpful to know. I want to know what you're deciding on. Let's see. Let's ask about this decision. It's time to decide. If any of you were sitting on the fence and you're starting to stick to that fence, it's time to jump off the fence in one direction or the other, because movement is going to help make something more clear than overanalyzing and getting your butt stuck. So let's see, what are you deciding? And then we'll ask maybe about the money. I might have the career. I do. Let's do that too. Let's do one from this career and life. Yeah. So what is the decision about? Tell us about the decision. The decision is about rules. The decision is about where you are, where you connect to others, and where you are that you feel disconnected. You have the Hierophant. So this could be something that has slowly been changing, because I see that Taurus energy as kind of slow and steady movement. Maybe that's why you have time to decide. The Hierophant is where, if the Hierophant is upright, it's somebody who speaks wise counsel so that it is heard. Perhaps they have to even speak in different ways depending on who is listening, so that that lesson, usually spiritually, is embodied and then lived. You know, sometimes upside down, it's somebody who doesn't just get the message through, or they just try to push the rules, the structure of a situation. And I always feel like there has to be adaptability with the Hierophant. Rules are wonderful and sometimes absolutely need to be followed for something to be orderly, just like traffic, you know? But if you have traffic and there's a big old pothole and all of a sudden you have to go around the pothole, you might have to have a construction crew out there to bend the rules a little bit, even though the light is going green, you know, orange, yellow. I couldn't think of the colors for a minute. Now you have a person with a stop slow, stop, all right, come on, no, wait, you know, so that even though that street sign is there or that stoplight is there, it takes somebody extra to come on in and adjust the situation in the moment. So there has to be flexibility with the Hierophant. It's sometimes where, I don't know why I just saw this. Let's just say you were in this sermon or this church or this TED Talk, this, you know, college professor that's teaching, whatever it is. And let's just say you had to leave a little early. You walk outside and you see a 20-foot angel, or you see a UFO and you're like, oh my goodness, what was that? You run inside and you're like, yo, I just saw a UFO, or I just saw a 20-foot angel. And everyone's looking at you like, I mean, maybe they believe you, maybe they believe you believe it, but unless they actually saw it, now everything you ever thought, now that you saw something, is going to change. Now let's say there was one person outside with you and they saw it too. You have your own new rules together because of some unbelievable thing that you just got to witness. So now that you know something new, if you go into that TED Talk and they're saying, no, they don't exist, You're like, oh yeah, they do. You know, there has to be adaptability. That was the weirdest example that just came through. But it can be anything. School, work group, marriage, institutions. It could just be like a school that has a uniform. You know, you could wear the uniform. Maybe you wear it a little bit, 1 inch shorter than you're supposed to, and kind of bend those rules a little bit. But it's seeing if the rules are working for you. It's also recognizing that if this has to do with a marriage or a partnership, something like that, the rules you had with your past partner might be totally different with a new person, because not only have you grown and you're a new person, but it's a totally new dynamic. So do you create those rules together? Do you embody the ones you want to keep? Do you be flexible in what somebody else might have to offer? It's all things to think about. So this is deciding about, it's a decision about where you feel like, you groove with the flow. I always feel like it's also where you have like-minded or open-minded people, if they're really different, around you. Because I feel like that structure is always better when everyone doesn't think exactly alike, because that's like a bunch of robots together. This is more exciting when there's all that flexibility and different ideas and different perceptions. And then it's like this beautiful orchestra of energy that keeps flowing and changing, and not so structured and stagnant, like reading the same book over and over and over. It's like, even if it's that book, I see it like the Harry Potter book or something, where everything kind of just changes depending on the now that you are in. Clarify the Hierophant. Why is the Hierophant here? Whew! You have the Hierophant, so you have a lot of earth energy. You have the Hierophant and you have the Hermit. So Virgo, Taurus, 9, 5. Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. Dolly. I love that Dolly just slipped on in. Maybe it's about working 9 to 5. Do you love what you do? Even if you have to work 9 to 5, and that's the stability in your life. What can you think about doing after work or on the weekend that gets you so excited? What is a project you want to work on? For some of you, this is you deciding for a little you time. Because if you're always here, and there's always, I just heard of busybodies. That was interesting. Around you, the Hermit likes to be alone. They need to do that process, what they just learned. Thinking about something so they gain the wisdom and perspective from the role they played or did not play, what they would do different, and, what they would keep. The Hermit has that, your light is a star. That's a really special light in your lantern. The Hermit is wise. But if the Hermit has been stuck inside that cave too long, it does look like this particular Hermit is taking that big stick of support, the lantern of illumination, and walking outside. Even if it's a walk in the woods by yourself, it's at least connecting to nature. The Hermit upside down is too much alone time. The Hermit is also someone that recognizes how to be a wise teacher, like a real teacher. They will turn that lantern off on anybody who is draining them or using them for their brilliant light, or always needs their help, needs their advice, but never does something on their own. The Hermit's not afraid to leave the cave, leave someone in that dark cave by themselves. They'll figure it out. They saw you turn on your lantern how many times? They'll figure it out on their own, but until they're left alone, they don't have that space to figure something out. So sometimes the Hermit has to be a little tough, but they're also really gentle. They know, when to use that wisdom to help somebody and be a little more embracing, and they know when to be abrasive. I hope that made sense. What time is it? Ooh, I gotta get going. So let's get one more. It's one of those readings today. Tell us what the bridge between the Hermit and the Hierophant is. Please and thank you. What is the bridge? Wow. The bridge between, you have a divine couple here. I mean, that's sort of what I see. Maybe that's what somebody is turning their inner light on, having reflection about, self-awareness. Because when these two come out together, I kind of see them like a couple, but a couple from another galaxy. You know, it's like you got the High Priestess and the Hierophant. That's now so much wisdom when it comes to spirituality. That's so much sparkle in divinity. The High Priestess doesn't need to go anywhere to clarify or confess what he or she absolutely knows to be the truth in their soul. It just is. She has a direct connection to spirit, a direct connection to her higher self, to God, to the universe. And she's also really confusing. The Hierophant's a little more structured, you know? They like to have that plan in place or restructure something. The High Priestess doesn't make any sense. She's gonna let you that little secret lesson on her scroll when she knows you're ready to hear it. And it's not in order, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like, maybe you have to learn chapter 4082 first, because that's the lesson you need to learn at this point in the now you're in, and then you'll go back to chapter 2. So she's mysterious, she's secretive, she knows how to keep something confidential. She keeps something to herself until it is the right moment to be revealed. She's highly spiritual, but I'm kind of getting with these two upright, it's a divine masculine and feminine. And if somebody has a partnership like that in their life or coming in, I would think that wouldn't be a hard decision. That would absolutely have opportunity after opportunity flowing in your life. I feel like they would have really fun conversations as well. But maybe there had to be something that was revealed. Both of these people are in between two pillars, in between a portal, a doorway. So there's something going on in the background that maybe was unknown. I mean, he's sitting on that hard throne. She just has a little curtain. I feel like the wind could blow that. It also looks like her dress is ocean. She has faith in her heart. There's also something about a pearl of wisdom, or the wisdom that she gains. I mean, I know it's like the cycles of the moon, but it looks like a gigantic pearl from her higher self. The High Priestess sees it all. She doesn't look at just certain chapters that sometimes this Hierophant was told are the right chapters. She's like, She got that dark pillar over there. She got the light pillar over there. She wants to have knowledge of everything so that when she makes her choice, she knows that is the right choice because she has all of the information. She doesn't have fear of knowledge. She has knowledge of everything, and she has the wisdom to know what the best choice is for her. So let's get you a career in life, because you do have that money flowing to you. What is one message that would be helpful? Passage. I don't know if this has ever come out. Your current situation is a means to an end. You are making the uncertain voyage to a new world. Woo! Enjoy the discoveries as you go. It's like you're going on a treasure hunt. I did say something about a treasure hunt. So also, this is that portal or that doorway. You're passing from, I'm getting almost jumping timelines, branching to a totally different chapter or book in your life. You don't know what's going to quite come on that next page. Even if you can kind of get a hint or rue, you still don't really know what it's like until you're on that page, until you're in that experience. Enjoy the journey. It looks like it's smoother waters ahead. Maybe you just have to put up your sails. Whatever this is, you've learned a lot of spiritual lessons from the past. And this healing, deep introspection. That's really beautiful. Because you have a journey, I know this is a weird thing to end on, but I kind of want to get you a place. Let's get you a place. Let's see a place of prominence. Here's my mom. I'm going to call her right back. I got to go anyway. All right, let's see. What is one place that would be helpful to know about? The sky. You got the sky and the sea and a temple. That's so appropriate. Spiritual practices, meditation and reflection, and spiritual guidance. You know, if you don't have like wise counsel around you, that guidance is in you. That's where the answer is. And the sky. Something's about to take off. You're connecting to that ethereal realm, infinite universe, cloud formations. Like I was like so beautiful, and then it's like, and cloud formations. Well, maybe you do look up and get a sign in the clouds. I did just think of cloud busting. I don't know if some of you know what that is, but it's kind of a softer approach to aerokinesis. And with that, I'm going to bid you adieu. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. I look forward to seeing you mañana. And thank you for blessing my life. Mwah. I love you.